Is this thing working? Let's go! Let's go! Dubs in the chat. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Way to bounce back, Atlanta Dream. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Courtside with Ash. And y'all already know I got to come back and talk about that game, y'all. Let's go. What a bounce back game from the Atlanta Dream. What a statement game from the Atlanta Dream. That's what I want to see from them. Like I don't know if we could do that every night, but I would love for us to do that every night. But for me, it's not even about like the offense and the fact that we scored 102 points and all of that. It was the aggression, it was the intention, and it was the adjustment, just the adjustment I was looking for from that coach, because I was really questioning him. And I know like it's a lot of season left to play, so we still got a lot of games to see how consistent we're going to be, and our game plans for different teams is going to be different. But I was really impressed with the way that we started that game, because our first offensive possession went to Angel Reese. Like the first two possessions went to Angel Reese. So I'm not mad at it. Like I'm not even mad at the fact that we came into the game being aggressive down low, because we knew that nobody could really stop her down low. Now, the Toronto Tempos game plan, they probably knew, okay, cool. They're going to go inside to Angel Reese. And what did they do? They tried to double team Angel Reese down low. But I love the aggression. I love the intention of us getting into the paint and playing an inside out game, because that is our bread and butter. And I always say this in every video. When Brianna Jones gets back, like that is going to help us out tremendously. We are still missing another post presence who can give us consistent energy and rebounding down low with Angel Reese. Angel Reese is down there fighting for her life on a night in and night out basis. She's getting a lot of fouls, but she's really handling the paint all by herself. Because Medina Okot is still figuring it out. And I like Medina Okot, but she's so young and she's very like, she's just learning. I could tell Angel Reese and Bree Jones are like taking her under their wing, but she still has a lot to learn. She plays kind of timid, as if she doesn't really, understand like her size and just really how to use her body quite yet. But I love Medina Okot. So this is not a knock at her, but I still think like when Brianna Jones get back with Angel Reese, that would just give us a lot more firepower down low as far as just working on offense, because I think our offense is at its best when we're pushing the pace and when we're getting the ball inside. Because when we're getting the ball inside, that's when good things happen for us. Like we mess up by just settling for perimeter shots and just standing around the 3-point line, not really moving the ball and things like that. But our bread and butter is playing an inside out game. So being intentional about going down low. I don't care how many shots we miss down low. Just go down low and go inside. Make them put some pressure on their defense to make them have to defend you as you're going into the paint, as you're going down low. Because then that collapses the defense to go inside. And now you have people that are actually open around the perimeter, and we can get some cleaner looks than having to wait till the shot clock winds down and just throw up some kind of crazy shot, or either just let get a shot clock violation and things like that. So I really liked the offensive game plan for us today. We started off really slow. The first quarter I was a little like, all right, because they started off shooting. Let me see. I had wrote down some notes. They started off shooting 62% from the field in the first quarter. We started off shooting 24% from the floor in the first quarter. And so the first quarter was a little shaky. But I will say in the second quarter, our coach was able to make some in-game adjustments. So this is the thing. We can make adjustments in the game. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to wait till the game is over to make adjustments. And I really like what our coach did today, because he made some in-game adjustments to make it harder for their team and put some pressure on their team to have to not just get these wide open threes and these layups and stuff that they were getting in the first quarter, because they got a lot of threes and layups in the first quarter. I was like, oh, not again. You know what I mean? Because when we just played the Liberty, they had like 16, 17 threes. So I'm like, what is up with our perimeter defense guarding the 3-point line for the other team? But I like the fact that we were able to make some in-game adjustments. So we guarded the perimeter a lot better. And we were able to just get what we wanted and get into our offense the way that we wanted to. And that started with us just getting into the paint. Once we got into the paint, our offense started to open up. We started to get the looks that we wanted to get. We started to get downhill. We started to get to the free throw line. I also liked what we were able to do from the free throw. We were better than we were from the free throw line this game. So, like I said, they needed to shoot those 1,000 shots, and it looks like they were, working on their. They were intentional about working on their free throws for this game. Um, our second quarter was very, very impressive, and overall, I'm just very, very proud of our team today. I don't really have anything really much negative to say about our team, other than the fact that we need somebody down low to help Angel Reese with those rebounds. I feel like when she came off the floor, you could feel it. Like you could really feel when she wasn't on the floor, and I don't like that. I think she needs some help. She needs some help, and I understand your Oka is there, but we need another presence and another body. And even when Bree Jones come back, I'm still thinking, is there another free agent that we can sign just to have another veteran free agent presence down low? Because this is a team, y'all. We are trying to go all the way. You know what I mean? We're definitely trying to go further than we went last year. So in order to do that, we have got to have some help down low with rebounding and things like that, because this team, they didn't really have the biggest post presence. So I knew coming into this game, we could really expose that. Um, I think her name was Isobel Harrison. She got ejected for her foul on Angel Reese in the, I believe, second or third quarter. And I knew outside of her, they didn't really have much. I didn't really think they could stop Angel Reese down low. And clearly they were frustrating. She was frustrating them because Harrison got ejected from the game. And whether or not people believe she should have been ejected or not, that foul was a bit excessive. It was a bit excessive. Now we could say it's a flagrant one, a flagrant two. I thought it was going to be a flagrant one. I didn't think she was going to get ejected from the game. But these refs, not only is their job to call the correct calls and the fouls and stuff like that, but they also have to protect these players. And that was one of those type of plays. It was like, okay, you got one more time. Like Angel, she got up, like, you got one more time to do that. And I'm gonna get ejected from this game. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, her whole headband came off and everything. Like she dang near tackled her. You know what I mean? Like we playing football or something. But it was because Angel Reese had such a good position on her. Angel Reese was for sure finna get like an and one, or either she was gonna make her layup. And so I think Izzy just got frustrated down low, and she made that play. And it was just, to me, it was a hard foul, but it was a bit excessive. It was. I'm not gonna lie, but that's neither here nor there. That's not my business. Hey, I let the refs do what they do over there, because we got enough to worry about on our end as far as the calls they be calling against Angel Reese. So um but yeah, down low, man, I think Angel Reese, she just was relentless. I know I talk about this in every video, but I love Angel Reese. Like I love the energy that she brings to our team. I love what she brings to our team. She's so relentless about getting the offensive boards, the defensive boards, the putbacks. She even has a new element to her game where I wouldn't even necessarily say it's new, because I've been watching Angel for a minute, but I love the fact that she can go to the top of the key and just drive to the basket too. She can do a little bit more. Yeah, so at this point, I think it's safe to say we know what Angel Reese is going to bring on a night in and night out basis. She's going to bring energy. If she don't bring nothing else, she's gonna crash those boards. She's gonna bring her energy. She's gonna keep her teammates' heads high. She's gonna keep her energy going. She's gonna make sure that she's crashing those boards. She's gonna make sure that when her teammates are feeling like their game isn't going the way they want, that she's encouraging them. And so that's what we need from her. And I appreciate her presence on our team. To me, she was the missing link on our team. And I, I can't help but to continue to say that when Brianna Jones gets back, I'm excited to see what that looks like. Now to the main topic of this conversation in this video, y'all, I gotta talk about who the game ball goes to. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this, because I'm gonna read this off first and foremost, because I felt like this was an overall great team effort. But once I read this off, I got to tell y'all who the game ball goes to. So Alicia Gray ended up with 26 points. Ryan Howard, 24 points. Angel Reese, 15 points, 17 rebounds, another 17 rebound game for her. So a very strong game for her. But the game ball goes to Borlase. That's who the game ball is going to. And the more I watch her game, the more I'm impressed that I am. And forgive me for not being super familiar with her game, but I have been doing some research, and I saw that she was the MVP of the WNBL league. And I saw she was averaging 23 points in that league. I saw that at one point she was the most improved player in that league. And I didn't realize that at some point she was drafted into the WNBA, but she decided to go back and play over there to develop. But then when she felt like she was ready, she came back to the WNBA and decided to make her push and make her presence felt over here. And so yeah, I really like her, you guys. I really, really like what she's adding to this team. And I think that just makes us even more dangerous because again, Naz Hillman was the sixth woman of the year last year, right? So she's really not a starter. When Bree Jones come back, the starting lineup will be Jordan Canada at the 1, Alicia Gray at the 2, Ryan Howard at the 3. I don't know who will be the 4. I guess Brianna Jones will be the 4 and Angel will be the 5. And then you'll have Naz Hillman coming off the bench. So that's a really strong presence coming off the bench, especially with her just getting these starter minutes playing against these starters. That's going to be really strong for us. But then you have Borlase coming off the bench with Naz Hillman. I like that. I really like that. And I really like that Carl is just continuously giving Borlase more and more minutes. But what she did today was very, very convincing because this game really got away in like the third, fourth quarter. But she made some really, really big shots in the second quarter that really shifted the momentum of this game. And coming into a game where the game is close and you're coming in doing stuff like that, that's impressive. You know, this game wasn't out of hand when she got in. Like she came in and made some impactful plays off the bench. So she ended up with 17 points and she ended up with a plus minus of I believe like it was over 20. And so I mean she was and also she was really efficient. I mean, she was 5 out of 5 for free throws, 5 out of 6 for field goals, 2 out of 3 for threes. So she was a very, very efficient player coming off the bench for us. And I'm just really intrigued to continue to see what these minutes are going to look like for her as she continues to develop and grow in the WNBA and get her footing and get comfortable. Yeah, the game ball goes to her for me. You know, overall this was a great team effort, but what she brought off the bench for us, I think she has some really big moments in catalyzing our team to go on some of those runs that we went on. She made some really big 3-pointers. She made some really big shots. And overall, you guys, like I said, our team did such a good job of emphasizing getting into the paint with Angel Reese, emphasizing getting the ball to Angel Reese, emphasizing Ryan Hill going downhill. I'm sorry, Ryan Howard going downhill, Alicia Gray getting in the paint. Everybody was in the paint. Naz Hillman was cutting when the plays were breaking down. Hillman was cutting at the right points to make sure she could get the ball and get easy layups. That's what we got to do. And then the 3-pointers we were taking, we were moving the ball around. And shout out to Alicia Gray, she bounced back. We knew she was gonna bounce back. Not worried about her at all. But overall, you guys, this was a really good game for us. So I don't really have too many complaints. The only complaint that I really have is just the way we start our games. You know, that's been kind of just our Achilles heel this entire season, is just starting the game so slow and like kind of sloppy and us kind of fighting back and stuff like that. And then also us getting some help with Angel Reese with those rebounds down low. Although I do think we won the rebounding battle, I think we need a little bit more in the paint. And again, like I said, when Brianna Jones gets back, that should help a lot, a ton. But overall, you guys, great game. Great game. Dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat. And on to the next one. What's the next game? Is it the Fever? I think we got the Fever on the road, and then we have them at home on the 20th, which I think I might go to that game. And if I do, I'm going to do a game day vlog of that game. So let me know if y'all want to see a game day vlog from me of that game also. So yeah, Dubs in the chat, and y'all let me know what y'all thought about this game. I thought this was an overall really great performance, great adjustments made from our coach. And if we continue to have a good game plan going into these games, I think we're going to be okay. And always remember, you guys, the journey is the reward. You know what I'm saying? The journey is the reward. So that's what this is all about. I'm documenting the journey of us ultimately getting to where we want to be. And that is in the contender contention with the best of the best. So that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. Just like we watched that finals game last night, a lot of people they counted the Knicks out. They said Jalen Brunson was too small. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had the Spurs winning that series, but ultimately, you know what I mean? The Knicks came out on top. So we just got to continue to remember that the journey is the reward, and we have to continue to just keep the faith. I have a lot of faith in this team. I have a lot of faith in our talent, and I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay, just one game at a time. Can't get too high, you can't get too low. But what we have to continue to do is get better each and every game. And with that being said, I hope y'all have a beautiful rest of y'all's day, and let me know what y'all think about this game. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time,